guys, welcome to Kemma's Never Seen It. I'm Kemma, and today the movie we're going to be talking about is Back to the Future. I wanted to give some bad biker gang club person with this outfit, and I don't know if I'm giving that, and I'm pretty sure I'm not, so let's just get into what this movie's about based on the DVD cover summary. When teenager Marty McFly is blasted to 1955 in the DeLorean time machine created by the eccentric Doc Brown, he finds himself mixed up in a time-shattering chain reaction that could vaporize his future and leave him trapped in the past. Powered by innovation special effects, unforgettable songs, and non-stop action, Back to the Future is an unrivaled adventure that stands the test of time. What do you think this look is giving? I'm actually, I really thought that this, a jean jacket seemed pretty greaser, biker, 50s to me. You know, I'm wearing the headband. Don't worry about why I'm wearing the headband, but this is right. So we start off with Marty. He goes into this house that has a bunch of clocks and these weird inventions and stuff, but it looks like there's nobody home. So he's just kind of calling around, and I guess there's supposed to be a dog. The dog's not there. So he's just interesting. There's nobody here. While he's there, the phone rings and he answers it, and it's Doc. Doc is like, Marty, are you there? What's going on? Is everything okay? He's just like, yeah, everything's fine. And Doc is just like, my invention worked, whatever the hell he's talking about. And he's just like, I need you to meet me at 1:15 in the morning because I got to show you something. I got to show you the invention that I made. So Marty's like, sure. Yeah. I'll make sure to go ahead and do that. And then all of Doc's clocks go off. And then Doc is just like, oh, the alarms went off. Perfect. That means I'm 25 minutes something. I actually just forgot. But once Marty sees that, he's just like, 25 minutes? It's 8 o'clock? I'm late for school.
Are you telling me that it's 8:25?
Precisely.
Damn. I'm late for school.
Which, let me say, if you're late for school, first of all, you didn't know what time it was when you left your house. If you're late to school, that means you're late to that man's house when you're supposed to be feeding the dog. What are you talking? Whatever. So he gets to school, he's late, and he's caught by the principal, and the principal's a dick, by the way. He's just a dick. And he's just like, you'll never amount to anything, just like your father, da-da-da-da. I don't know where you get off talking to me like that, but whatever. So then after that, after school, Marty goes to this thing called Battle of the Bands, where him and his band start to play music and stuff. But the panel of people listening, they seem like they're squares and they don't really like it that much. And they're just like, you're not quite what we're looking for, so bye. Adults just don't understand, you know what I mean? But after that, he's with his girlfriend, Jennifer, and she's just like, you guys sound so good. You need to submit your audition tapes to the record company. Come on, you have to try. And Marty's just like, oh, but what if I get rejected? And, that'd be the worst thing I ever heard, which I will say, I'm not trying to put a lesson in here, but something I have learned is time is going to continue no matter what you do. So might as well just do it. And if it doesn't work out, okay, well, at least you tried. If it does work out, congrats, you did it. Now you know. But if you never do it, you'll never know. And then you'll be wondering oh, what if I did it? Well, you should have did it. Just do it. But anyway, they're supposed to hang out late at night, but his mom doesn't know that because his mom is a prude, to be honest. And he's just like, yeah, if she even knew that I was just talking to you casually, she would have a hissy fit about it. She would not go for that. And yeah, again, I thought I was a prude. I'm not that much of a prude, but I also don't have kids. So then Marty gets home, and the car that he was going to use to meet Jennifer, it got crashed. So now he's all upset and devastated and goes inside to see what's happening. His dad is talking with his boss. I'm guessing it's his boss, named Biff. And Biff is the typical 80s movie, I think, 80s movie bully. It's just so cringy, if I'm being honest. But his dad is just taking it he needs to grow a backbone quick.
Hey, Marty.
So then after that, we meet the rest of the family. So the mom, dad, he has a brother, he has a sister. Seems like the mom drinks a lot. And it also seems like the parents don't even really like each other. The mom goes into this long story about how the mom and dad met, and he's not even paying attention or even engaging with the conversation. He's just watching TV. And I'm just like, do you even like this lady? Let alone love her. So later that night, again, Marty has to go meet Doc somewhere at 1:15 in the morning. So he goes to this empty parking lot. And then there's this big semi truck that's there. The dog is there. His name's Einstein. Einstein is there. And then Doc comes out of the semi truck, backing up in this car. It's a DeLorean. And he comes out and he's just like, hey, Marty, what's up? It turns out that car is a time machine that Doc had made. And he wants Marty to record basically the whole process. He puts Einstein in the car, he speeds it all up, and once the car reaches 88 miles per hour, it disappears and zooms to the future, past, wherever you want to set the time to, and then it comes back. In order to power this DeLorean to be able to do that, you need plutonium, which Doc stole. I don't know how you just casually steal plutonium, but he did it, and I mean, I guess it's for the greater good because he has a time machine now. So after it's been recorded about his invention and how it's successful and all this stuff, Doc is about to go to the future. I think he said he was going 25 years in the future. This was in 1985. So 25 years, what would that be, like 2010? Yeah, 2010, I believe, unless my math is wrong. Sorry if it is. So yeah, I'm pretty sure 25 years from 1985, they probably would have thought we were in different times, but you know, I was around in 2010. It wasn't that special. Before he goes, he's being chased by these people who are basically trying to shoot him down. I'm guessing for, you know, stealing the plutonium and all that kind of stuff. And they end up shooting him down. So then Marty goes and he has a little chase with them, trying to run away, make sure that he's unscathed. And he gets up to 88 miles per hour. Now, before that happened, Doc was showing him inside how to use the controls to set so you can go in the future. You can go backwards as far as you want. He set it to 1955. So when Marty reached 88 miles per hour, he went back to 1955. Better him than me. I wouldn't want to go to 1955 for a myriad of reasons, but... So he's in 1955. He doesn't really want to believe it yet, but he is in the year of 1955, and he can't get back home because the thing ran out of plutonium. So there's no way for him to get back home, at least for the time being. So for the meantime, he kites the car and he goes into town, and you could tell this is 1955. First of all, I don't know, maybe we're just way too casual nowadays. I don't know what it is about people, like, they always wore suits, like, everywhere. It was so weird. Like, there was no casual clothing. I couldn't dress the way I dress. Couldn't have my titties out if I wanted to, because I had to always dress up so formal. And also, he knows he's in the past because the clock that's in their like main square area works. Now, the history with that clock is in 1955, there was this big thunder lightning storm that happened, and it struck the clock and it stopped it from working, and they haven't fixed it since. So now he's looking at the clock and the clock works. He knows he's not in the present. So then Marty goes into this diner. He goes in there to use a phone. He goes through the phone book, he finds Doc's number, and he doesn't answer, but he takes the page out because it also has an address for him. So he's just like, I'm gonna find you. He gets to the counter, and then he actually is sitting right next to his dad, George. And the saddest thing is that even a young George McFly was getting bullied by the exact same person, Biff. He's been getting bullied by Biff since high school, and he has the exact same mannerisms, and he reacts the exact same way. It's so sad. And Marty sees this, and he's just like, you've always been like this? Like, it's truly sad. It's truly so sad to me. Also, you know you're in 1955 because of this.
Mayor! Now that's a good idea. I could run for mayor.
A colored mayor, that'll be the day.
Let me tell you, we haven't been called, I know there's been like a transition of what they've called black people throughout the years, or different sneaky ways they've tried to honestly say the N-word without saying it, but we haven't been called colored in a long, long time. So if he didn't know he was in 1955 then, oh, he knows now. I would have known. So while that scene's happening, Marty looks back at George so that they could talk some more, but George ends up leaving. But Marty is just like, no, I need to follow you because you are my father. I need to see what's going on. What are you doing? When he follows him, he finds him and he looks up. His dad's in a tree. What is he doing in this tree? He has binoculars looking into some girl's window. Your dad's a peeping Tom?
He's a peeping Tom.
Somehow he loses his balance when he's in the tree and he falls down and he's about to get hit by this car, which again, I didn't say this before, but y'all have seen the movie. This is how he met his wife. His dad ran him over with a car. As he's about to get hit though, Marty pushes him out the way and Marty gets hit by the car instead. And then George, the dad, he runs away. So he's not even in the picture anymore. The family takes him inside and, you know, Marty had been sleeping for a while because he got hit by a car. And when he wakes up, he thinks that, oh man, I'm back. Everything's back to normal. Nope, he's still in 1955. And he is in a room with his mom. He's a little flustered because it's his mom when she was younger. And he's just like, oh my God. He doesn't say this. He wants to say it, but he keeps it in. He's just like, you're hot. You look so good. Ma, you look amazing. And she's just like, oh, well, my name's Lorraine. And, you know, I'm glad that we were able to save you. Are you okay? And let me just say, again, she obviously doesn't know that that's her son. And because of that, she's horny for him. And it's weird. It seems like she just fell in love with the first person that she felt sorry for. Because that, like, when she fell in love with the dad, he got hit by the car. They probably brought him inside. It was probably the same thing. But this time, Marty got hit by the car. So she's just like, oh, you poor, poor thing. There's probably a syndrome for that. I don't know what it's called, but there's probably a syndrome for that. So she's just like, oh, and fell in love with him. But this isn't how it's supposed to go. He stays for dinner for a while, or honestly, just a little bit. And Lorraine is just too down bad for him. And he's just like, this is my mom. This is weird. I gotta go. So when he leaves, he goes to Doc's house. Again, he has the paper with his address on it and he finds his house. And when he meets Doc doesn't believe that he's from the future. He's just like, nothing I've ever made works. So you're not from the future. You're just lying and you're actually crazy, which is weird because a lot of people call Doc crazy. So the pot calling the kettle black. But, you know, Doc didn't believe him until Marty brought up a scenario where I guess the Doc fell down, hit his head, and came up with an idea for the flux capacitor, which he did, and he showed him a picture of it, and then Marty shows him the car and shows the flux capacitor and the car. So now he believes that he's really from the future. And he's so happy because he's like, oh my God, one of my experiments actually worked. I'm a genius. Now it's 1955. I don't know how he stole it in 1985, but there is no way that he could steal plutonium in 1955. So they have to come up with some other way to get Marty back home. And they find a way. The lightning that struck the clock to make it go out, that's what they're going to use to charge up the car. That way Marty can get back to 1985. But in the meantime, because Marty fucked things up, he has to go back and fix things between his mom and his dad. Because if he doesn't, they'll never have met and Marty will have ceased to exist. His brother, his sister, and himself will have not existed if they have never met. So he tries many different tactics. He tries to introduce him. That doesn't work.
I'd like you to meet my good friend, George McFly. Hi. It's really a pleasure to meet you.
How's your head?
He tells George to ask her to the dance, the like enchanted school dance. Fails at that.
I'm your density. I mean, your destiny.
And then as a final resort, he's just like, okay, well, she's really into me, so I'm going to take her to the dance, but I want you to pretend like, you know, I'm doing something bad to her and you come in and you beat me up and then she'll fall in love with you. And that it works, but in a different way. So he ends up beating Biff up, knocks him out, which is great. He beat the bully and then Lorraine falls for him, which honestly is better than feeling sorry. Cause I think she falls for him now because he's so like heroic, cause Biff was trying to do some nasty stuff to her. So now it's like more of like a heroic, like you're my protector, you're my savior. And then they go back into the dance and they're dancing and dancing and dancing. And at this point, Marty is on his last leg because he only has so much time before he disappears. But Lorraine and George end up kissing and Marty comes back alive and everything's fine. Because they kiss, that means that they got together and they ended up having kids. blah, 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 happily ever after for them. While this whole montage was happening, Doc was also in the background trying to create and build everything to connect from the clock to different wires to the car. That way they can have it run and he could wait until the lightning struck and then, you know, it charges up the car and Marty can go. There are some mishaps with things unplugging, the wind blowing, all this stuff happening, but it does end up working. So he appears back in the present day and he appears back in the moment when Doc is about to get shot. And unfortunately, Marty is too late and he goes up to Doc and just kind of just like, I did all of this and I still wasn't able to save you. Like he's so mad at himself. But Doc isn't dead. So previously, Marty had wrote a letter to Doc saying, hey, on this day at this time, there are these terrorist people who are going to kill you. I think that you should know. And then on the letter, he said, don't open this until 1985. And I don't think he wrote the day. I just think he said the year. So at first, Doc is just like, I can't know about the future. It's not good to change things in the future, blah, 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 blah. And he rips up the whole letter. Well, when Marty went back to the future, somewhere in that timeline, Doc found the pieces of the letter, taped them together, read it, kept it, and he was able to put on a bulletproof vest to save him that day. So he did go back on his word, but it was all for the best because, again, he's still alive. So Marty goes back home and everything's different now. The house looks different. The brother's wearing a suit because he works in an office. The mom and dad actually like each other. The mom isn't a prude anymore. She's just like, oh, you're going to see that Jessica girl soon, right? I'm so excited for you. That's really nice. Da, 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 da. Like she's not standoffish or like really prudish about it. It's great. The dad ends up writing a novel based on some science fiction writings that he had done in the past, and it's published and it's great. It's successful. And the bully Biff, well, I guess him getting knocked out by George McFly really shook him up because now he's working for him. Marty sees his girlfriend. Everything seems like it's back to normal. Everything is great until Doc shows up from the future and he's just like, hey, you guys, yeah, we need to go to the future. Y'all need to come with me.
What happens to us in the future? What, do we become assholes or something?
No, Marty. Both you and Jennifer turn out fine. It's your kids, Marty.
Turns out everything's okay with Marty. Everything is okay with his girlfriend, Jessica. But it's something about their kids. So now they have to go to the future, fix whatever, and yeah, see what they can do. Oh, and also the car can fly, which again, if I'm not mistaken, he went to like 20, actually no, he said he was going 30 years. So at that point, it would have been 2015. We didn't have flying cars in 2015. So wishful thinking for an older movie. And that's the end of the movie, guys. I actually did enjoy this movie. Again, like not a lot of wasted space, and it was about 2 hours, not really long, but you know, I'm building my attention span again, but not a lot of wasted space in this movie, so that was pretty good. This movie got a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh man. I think 93% is very generous, and I think that it could be bumped down to maybe the 80s, but I think that it's a good movie. I did enjoy it. I thought it was fun.
Definitely, I thought it was fun. I liked the beat.
There were some uncomfortable parts in the movie, especially watching it now in 2025. There were some very uncomfortable parts, but I did enjoy the movie. I thought it was nice. Mid 70s to 80s. That's what I would rate it. And apparently, there's more Back to the Future movies, right? Like how many more are there? Can you let me know if they're worth watching? Because I'll watch them, obviously. Like, I'll check them out if they're good, but if they're not, I'll stay away. But that's it, you guys. That is the end of my video, and thank you all so much for sticking around and watching the whole thing, because I know you watched the whole thing. If there's anything in this video that you liked, did not like, you want to see how good I did, or you have any movie suggestions for the future, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, tell everybody you know about my channel. Again, I've been doing it, y'all. I've been doing it. I'm watching these movies, I'm taking your suggestions, and I'm having a good time doing it. So please show me some love. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram at kemmasneverseenit, and also on BlueSky at thatskemmaj. You also can go to those social medias and drop any type of movie recommendations you have as well. I know on TikTok I do like to share, hey, for this month I'm doing this. Can you suggest? So, that's probably the best place, but any social media, let me know. As always, I would like to express my gratitude and appreciation for you watching my videos every week, every Thursday. Insane. And I want to thank you all for doing that. But if you just got here or you don't know who the hell I am, hey, I have more videos back there where I'm talking about more movies. Some of them you might even get mad at about my opinion, and that's okay. Go check them out though. But that's it for this week's video, and I will see you all back here next Thursday. Bye.